come out last year?
Good question.
To my understanding, there were
Season 6.
a lot of leaks, but I mean, was not paying attention because been off social media a bit.
Nothing,
Besides Far Cry.
yeah, besides Far Cry, nothing content-wise.
I saw they put out a statement, and the statement made no sense to me, so I just left it at that.
Oh, the outing, not mentioning anything during this conference.
Yeah, whatever that was about. Why do I feel like I'm lower than usual? Did I do something?
Is it the usual sex abuse kind of thing?
No, it was? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these companies are basically getting outed.
Well,
I don't know what sparked the movement. So there was someone who basically whistle blew, and then everybody started coming out in every fucking community.
Well, I don't think we're gonna see a new trailer for it here.
I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly. I know there was a lot about the British wrestling scene, and I know that went global, so I wouldn't be surprised if that partially sparked it, or if it was before that.
sorry if anyone hears Niles downstairs. Is it because... it's probably just because I'm waking up. No, I don't know. I did something.
What are you talking about?
I'm a little quieter than usual.
Oh.
I didn't hear him at all.
I didn't hear it either.
Yeah, that's good. It's just annoying to
Trials
me,
Man.
though. I didn't hear any Trials Man either. I think Trials Man's gone.
Thank God.
Trials.
I love Trials, though.
I never played the games. I really should.
Oh yeah,
It's another series of like, yeah, if I got it for like free, I'd be stoked.
Yeah.
I just don't.
That seems to be the case for a lot of Ubisoft games.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of Ubisoft games for free.
Black Flag came free with my capture card. I still haven't played
mine
it.
too. Yeah.
Black Flag's pretty good, honestly.
I just have it on PS4 because of PlayStation. Oh, what was PlayStation Plus's games this month?
NBA 2K20. It was, yeah.
You know, I think I'm gonna get my money's worth. I think I'm gonna get enough NBA 2K20.
All right.
Yeah, I liked Far Cry 5 a lot. I didn't play New Dawn because I didn't need to. So hopefully 6's trailer here will look good.
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
I think if for 6, they just improve on what they did for 5, and then potentially maybe swap out the stronghold missions a bit, then that'll be fine.
Well, I mean, it needs to be a new map, is what I'm saying. It needs to not be the same game, and it'll be fine.
My problem is, like, isn't the whole point of Far Cry that you're, like, stranded? But, like, all the recent Far Cries have just been, like, you're in Wisconsin.
Well,
not like...
From what I understand, the whole thing of Far Cry was some person being thrown into a world they completely don't understand.
That's what I'm saying.
Far
Wisconsin
Cry
man
from
gets
their
lost in Wisconsin
concept.
doesn't sound like a...
Yeah, no, that's where it started
Have
losing.
you been to the Midwest? It's pretty confusing.
No,
that
because
exists
I'm
within
terrified of
Ah,
box
well.
art people kidnapping
Okay.
me.
Well, what I could tell you about
Sounds like
5
a perfect Far Cry place.
is 5 is basically like a cult basically took over like a section of Montana. And you're essentially sent there as a deputy with the sheriff and stuff like that to try to arrest the cult leader, and then it goes wrong. That's essentially what happened.
They should have a Far Cry in space. There's nothing farther away than space.
You're brilliant. You're hired,
Brilliant.
Mr. Miyamoto.
Thank you.
But supposedly it was based on actual real cult that actually existed in Texas, I think.
When's Blood Dragon 2?
Never gonna happen. Well, actually, let me start. Also, is it? Where are they on?
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the stream like dark?
No.
Or is my monitor
No, I think that's just the game.
fucky? Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's just a game. Beforehand, it wasn't too dark.
I can tell you in a second.
Oh no, it's a spooky.
That's an
skull.
ad. So I can't
Ghost
tell you.
Recon Breakpoint.
Yeah,
Hey ghosts, it's me, Grace.
I'm really hoping that Far Cry 6 isn't another Ghost Recon Breakpoint where they put all the money into the actor.
Okay, so how much Ubisoft cancellation discussion have we done? Because one of the people that have gotten removed from Ubisoft are so prolific in who they were and what they were about that them leaving means that there's going to be, we may have the potential for Ubisoft just having an entirely new direction going forward, which is kind of exciting.
Well, the thing is called Ubi Forward.
Yeah.
No. So this is.
No,
like
I
already
know.
come
This
out
was
saying-
before.
Yeah, but what I'm
Yeah,
saying
we
is
mentioned
that,
it
like,
earlier.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
cool.
yeah.
Because that's why I was just trying to figure out where we were.
We are at 3 minutes and 50 seconds before.
Before
All-
even all of that, they already delayed every single game on their launch slate by at least half a year, if not more.
Well, yeah,
I don't know
mean,
what the
exactly.
hell's going on at Ubisoft. That's the gist of it.
Well, did you see the games that were coming out? They weren't looking good.
Yup.
Or they were
Well,
looking
yeah,
fake.
I was saying
That
from
too,
the
yeah.
get-go with specifically Legion, it felt like the whole you can play as anyone felt like a gimmick, and they need to flesh that out more if people want to connect with it. So I'm hoping
and
that's
what-
what ends up gonna happen. But
And Drew, what we said like 3 minutes ago is they put out a statement already. It says it's all pre-recorded, so of course nothing's
Yeah.
mentioned, and their whole anything regarding also restructure of company will not be, it's all pre-recorded, so.
I was gonna say,
Right. So this could all
nobody
change
expected them
very-
to say anything, right?
Yeah.
It's a video game show. They're probably gonna talk about the video games like they always
right.
do.
Well, that's why they made
Yeah,
the
but-
Twitter statement.
You're not gonna have a post Just Dance number and then look into the camera again.
I mean, these are the kind
They've
of people
done
that
it.
Probably would have done it, yeah. But the thing is that like the level of it isn't just the level of accusations; it's also just how many there have been. I mean, we're talking about like high level, high ranking. Like it's tons and tons of people that are being let go from the company to the point where it's like almost like just a general massive restructuring from the ground up. So
Was that switch footage of Brawlhalla?
We will not let
Yes, that was
Vivendi
footage of Brawlhalla.
restructure us. We will
It was Twitch
restructure
footage.
ourselves.
Hey,
yeah,
this isn't realistic.
basically.
He's not fucking jerking himself off. Oh.
But oh,
What happened
that's
to that
actually
man?
Fucking hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
Oh fuck! Oh, the crew 2 is so
So good.
cool.
Whoa, nice tricks.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 that's a
park my car.
parking job.
That's whenever you do the.
Yo,
fucking
this is
license
fucking
test, they say
mean.
it's
Let him
free.
breathe. Oh, poor
Samurai
guy.
Showdown is crazy.
Dude, that's a bullying.
Hey, he didn't disconnect. This isn't realistic.
Yeah.
They found a match. This isn't realistic.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not TikTok.
Because I'll freak out my neighbours.
Who the hell is Mozzie?
Rainbow
It's
Six.
from Rainbow Six.
There's no one too close, so. Reloading! Fuck, someone saw me. I gotta go.
Reported. Reported
Hang on a
IRL.
tick, I'm reload.
That doesn't look like it's gonna end well for anybody. Oh,
Wow.
Man, shot down a
Nice.
drone.
Wow.
I just
Wow.
killed 6 people.
I forgot about Rocksmith. Did this like actually work?
looks like.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we're seeing it right now, actually.
I
Oh,
didn't even
Rocksmith
realize
is
it's playing
supposed to be
face.
like
Oh.
extremely good.
That's not. I'm looking at the
It's
one on the
just-
bottom right, and I've seen nothing but misses and lates. So I don't know.
You should have looked a little higher, Max.
Rocksmith is supposed to be really good. The investment is just kind of high because you need like an actual
guitar.
guitar.
No, I did. But I did notice until like the very end that she was playing 2.
Thanks a lot for watching this pre-show and enjoy Ubisoft Forward.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, that's a big maybe.
That's an ask right there.
How's audio
I'll
chat?
join
Let
in
me
on the
know.
spam.
Yeah, the Crew 2 has active style switching between your vehicles. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really cool idea, but the game is kind of
Like, as soon as that game goes on sale for like $10.
yeah,
Pick
$10
up.
bucks. It's worth it.
$10. Anything more than that, no.
Join us.
All right, they have that rollerblading game still too.
I don't. After I've seen the free running Destruction Derby game,
Hi
though,
everyone,
I don't know.
I'm Neon Kumar, and
Yeah.
I'm very excited to be co-hosting the
It's
first
not these
Ubisoft
guys. It's
Forward with the
a
talented
similar one, I
Yusuf
guess.
Nadeem.
So.
Today's show is all about getting up close and in-depth with all the exciting games we have in production here at Ubisoft.
Yeah, I agree, Ro,
I'm
because
Yusuf, but
no
there's
one
no time
manages
to
the
waste.
audio for any
So
of
let's head
these
straight for the streets of
pre-recorded streams.
and see what the hackers of DedSec are getting into.
I want to know what the hackers
Yeah,
at
right.
DedSec are getting into.
Cool.
I want to know what the OG DedSec is doing.
Oh, it's not actual gameplay. Well, I guess you're lying to me, Ubisoft.
Originally believed were the work of an individual.
What, you don't like pre-rendered cutscenes?
No,
No, it's just
the
what next gen
snow-capped.
looks like.
Next gen doesn't have gameplay. You guys been paying attention?
Why did that man just like roll up on the scene, just jumping into the shot?
Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First,
Lun is done.
and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner.
Oh my god, that
Then
guy didn't pay his
they
ticket.
came for the protesters, and I did not speak out
Wrench has been a terrible influence.
because I was not a protester.
That does not look good.
Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out because I was not a journalist. And then they came for street artists.
Don't worry, chat. It doesn't look good on our end either.
No, it does not.
Like, I mean, bitrate.
Because I am not a street artist.
Yeah, no, this is
it's-
all over the place.
A lot of artifacting.
They're trying
Yeah,
for a
it's-
lot of stuff that does not work for a stream.
It's hard to tell if it's the stream or just the
This is a
game,
stream.
the
This
movie.
is a stream thing.
Yeah.
It'll probably look fine on YouTube later.
It's not gameplay though, so
Somebody's
Make-
calling to the
make
Spider-Verse
it
and said,
after.
"Let's do that." Which,
yeah, a little
keep
bit.
doing
You're
that.
allowed to have a mood trailer if you just show gameplay later.
Yeah.
I mean, out of all the games so far, this is the one that has shown the most out of the gate. I want to say we've seen gameplay.
But again, they delayed it so long that I want to see where it's at
For
now.
me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
Sorry, lads, my Uber's here.
I like how they keep coming back to the guy that's just screaming in the recording room.
Right! Oh, nice! Where are we off to, sir?
I'll show you the way.
Okay, sorry, miss. Jesus! All
This
right,
isn't realistic. No one goes more than 2 miles an hour in London. Yeah, you gotta speed up a little. Maybe that's why the cops are after him.
It is a cyberpunk apocalypse, though.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night, London
Okay.
is in.
Turn it up more.
The main arteries through the city are blocked. Hundreds of heavily armed Albion
Well, well, well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for
Why
our
did
new
you
members.
say that?
You could have told me it was a
Yeah, I'm in love with everything happening right now.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford. a
This looks so
43-year-old
stupid.
London
I'm
taxi
so on
driver.
board.
He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents.
Get fucked, David.
It was almost me.
I'm Clint Hawking.
Clint has been a longtime creative force here at Ubisoft,
What?
and now he's
Let
bringing
Clint
this
talk.
vision
What
to
happened?
Watch Dogs Legion.
Hi, girl. Bye, girl.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film
There she
by
goes.
the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion
I think
tells
this
the
man, the
story
guy
of
who did it actually
ordinary
did work
heroes
on
setting
Spider-Man.
aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight
Totally
for a
makes
positive
sense.
change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get
I thought they were
closure,
getting hit
and
by
I'll
the
do
taxi.
whatever you want.
Yeah, I was
Sounds
like,
like a
you
dead
need to
problem.
not do that.
Leave it
Yo,
to us.
LED
And that's how you
jackets. Let's
recruit
go.
them into your team. And
Graphics
then they
seem
become the
cleaned up.
heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with Albion?
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player. And
I'll wait for
personal
the
to you
English dub,
because they're,
thank you.
Heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say,
Marcus would never treat his
take
elders
care of
like that.
yourself,
What a
stay safe.
disrespectful
Welcome to
member.
the Resistance.
Dude, if Marcus, I really need Marcus to be in this game, man. I really wanted to be there.
Just mention him.
Town. A modern metropolis. Built on history and prosperity.
I'm just very excited to
Only
not
took
be in San
12,000 years to
Francisco
build it up,
or New York.
and one night
Yeah,
to
London's a
tear
good
it all
setting.
down.
It's also a setting that hasn't really been used as much in video games, just as a whole.
Listen up.
At least not current
Show your
era
units to
or
move in
somewhat
and lock
modern.
down the
modern.
city.
Yeah, the only piece of media that blows up London is Doctor Who, so it's time to get
With
some
London under
more in.
attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong?
So
Ladies and
because
gentlemen,
every
Mr.
main
Nigel
character
Cass,
is like
CEO of
a
Albion.
rando, basically, this game will live or die by its supporting cast.
Yeah, pretty much.
This, I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize this.
He will stop at nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city. Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep track of
The
my
dark
mental
web,
health.
yes.
You made me a slave.
You do
Yeah,
not
a
want
private
ruffle
Twitter
her
profile.
feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him.
I'm glad
Queen's
we're back
Guard?
to, like, I'm glad we're back to basically it making sense that everyone has
could become
guns
your
again.
next secret weapon.
Boy howdy, Watch Dogs 2 does
In our
not
first
need
mission,
guns.
We need to get some dirt
Yeah.
on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we
Alright.
have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes.
Nail gun unique weapon.
Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
Ha! I get it.
You can even
I don't. Could you explain
Looks
it?
like there's more melee going on.
Well, people have
Actual
different melee
melee.
weapons,
Well,
which
it's
makes sense to flesh it out, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on the
And who needs
character
a
it looks
regular
like.
old gun
I need a
when you
ride
have
like
bloody
that.
nail gun?
Oh, and he has a gun. Not a,
Ugh.
not a standard
Finally.
gun, but a gun.
Finally got that scout nail gun weapon.
Perhaps we could approach
Listen,
this
hey,
mission
if
differently. If you'd rather keep your
I would much
distance,
rather them
got
fully
your cover.
embrace how fucking crazy everything is than pretend
Amy
everyone's
is a
like
drone expert.
it's like an after-school club.
What have we here?
Just yeah, nail gun, whatever. Who cares?
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable
Gotta
creepy
stress,
crawler.
Watch Dogs 2 felt really good just walking around and doing stealth stuff, so...
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
glad
that
that
was-
it looks like they're doing that all over again.
Yeah, Watch Dogs 2 was great.
As long as they still give us the option to complete missions without ever setting foot there. That's
Well,
the only
yeah,
play
here we
style
go.
I still
I mean,
want.
There you go. Kind of looking like that's the case, if you don't get caught.
Yeah.
Turning the tide in her favor.
Does it count if you like float in on your drone though?
Confrontation, there are more ways.
As
Like
long as you
instead
don't
of
get
remote
off the drone.
controlling it, you just like are laying on it.
Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here
Ooh.
might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Oh, this is fun.
This is what you wanted, Max, right here?
No, this is the opposite. I mean, like, I want to sit in my
Remote
car in the
controls.
parking lot
Yeah.
and never
Oh.
set foot in there.
Yeah,
which you can do
entirely
in Watch
RC
Dogs 2.
stuff.
Yeah, which you can.
Gotcha,
and this
gotcha.
is awesome. This is adding a whole new layer. Like, okay, now you can definitely just do
If you feel you must.
espionage shit for real. That's fucking
Just
awesome.
just find and recruit a loser who would sit in his car all day.
Yeah.
I haven't seen myself in the game yet.
Criminals running
Oh.
our streets.
Oh, you're right there.
Illegals Threatening our families. The police commissioner himself. Assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That seems like a good goal.
The buyers expect high quality stuff.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our
This looks like a really good blend of the gritty, dark realism of Watch Dogs
Say
1
hello to Mickey.
and the just
The man
balls-to-wall
lives for his
silliness
team.
of Watch Dogs 2.
another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Doesn't even need a mask. Fuck it.
Is this a game about hacking still?
He does have a slight.
Well, is Assassin's Creed about a game about assassins still?
Well, you have to keep in mind where you are. You can't just have an environment and not be in the environment.
You know what? Let's go with
He
someone a bit
kinda-
more
Let's make a game in London and not, you know, be in London.
I want to be able to perform missions without having to set foot in London.
It's almost fast to call it a hit, man.
I don't blame you.
Okay, they're
That-
playing the John Wick music, so obviously it's
You can
fire.
play as Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, it's happening. He's gonna take the mask off.
Hold his gun
Some might
sideways.
even call him
I'm glad
an
they're
artist.
showing that you're able to play this game in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I just hope there's no missions that they force you to play a certain way, though. Then
I don't think. I think Watch
They never
Dogs
have
2
it in
had.
Watch Dogs 2.
There was one. It
Here's
was
a
just
bastard
the one,
responsible.
and it was justified.
No, you can still do that in non-lethal. Non-lethal.
The whole mission, you can do it non-lethal, really?
Non-lethal, yeah.
Wow.
Not everyone
Watch Dogs
in
2 is
London
cool.
a legendary
Yeah.
assassin
She's
or a
fucking cool.
super spy, but everyone can
Watch
be a
Dogs
hero.
2 pulled
That
the
means you
Assassin's
killed
Creed
someone,
thing,
Max?
where the sequel
Huh?
just
You killed
No.
someone?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh, okay.
Max.
I did not shoot anybody.
Find the best people.
Now, Wrench, on the other hand,
Resistance.
Dude, he had a pink gun.
Oh yeah, I want to play someone who headbutts only.
Yeah, I want to play E-Honda.
It's time to take back London.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna buy this.
yeah, I was.
Let's fucking go as I headbutt everyone.
Plunging the player into a living, breathing
Vamos a la
city, teeming
mierda!
with unique locales and characters has always been a central pillar of the Watch Dogs series.
So what goes into building those worlds? Here's Amanda Mutt to tell us more.
Yeah, I'm a Watch Dogs stan, man. I have been since 2.
My
2
name's
really
Amanda Munt.
just.
I'm a
It's
love
so
artist
good.
on
Half of
Watch
that
Dogs
series
Legion
is really
at
good.
Ubisoft Toronto.
And here's hoping
Being
that,
a
you know,
level
we
artist, I
can
think,
stay
is
at least
the coolest
75%.
job in video games because we
66%.
to kind of
60,
like
Max, you did math?
what little details we want
No.
to depict.
Well, he was
and
close.
We get ample opportunities to tell the stories that we want to tell in the spaces that we're assigned to.
66 0.6
the
for
capacity
peating.
to hide things and, you know, like
Yeah,
small little
you-
Easter eggs. In AC Unity, there was a boat somewhere in the world that was covered in cats. And then it happened again in Watch Dogs 2. And there may or may not be something in London.
Wow,
that
cool
is a
cats.
boat filled with cats in some capacity. I
Why?
was fortunate enough to go to E3 last year. Some
Why
of the
not?
people that I
Okay.
was showing our demo to were from London. So no matter where I dropped them in the city, they would go, "Oh my God, this feels like Camden. This,
But
this
where are the
feels like
cats?
Southwark. This feels like Westminster."
They would all ask,
people
where are the
talking
cats?
about
Where
some
are the
detail
cats?
that I
And
put
where's
into
the boat
world
full of
and they're
cats?
So is
excited
this-
about it. Like that feels
do
so
we get
good as
boat-
somebody who,
Boat of
you know,
Cats
builds
games
these
soon
worlds
then?
with care. I love it.
I'll play a game with a boat full of cats.
It's the new Trials bike.
Doing the same thing. No, that was the first game. Was Watch Dogs Legion.
And now
Alright,
some
they
news
have
for
Brawlhalla now.
Brawlhalla fans.
Yeah.
In just a few weeks, you'll be able to battle
All
it out
two of
with
you.
your favorite legends on iOS and Android devices.
Hey, don't talk shit about Brawlhalla. They have bigger pot bonuses than some fucking AAA fighting games, dude.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's,
well, we can still shit talk MOBAs. You know, it.
3, 2, 1.
I will always respect Brawlhalla just because of how much support it gets. But this game is ass. this game is not good.
And as far as MOBAs though, we're allowed to talk shit about MOBA so long as it's not Dota 2.
Yeah, that's the only exception.
I'll speak for yourself.
I think my favorite thing about
Yeah,
Dota
I only
2
like original
is that
Dota.
I don't have to play it.
Austin.
Yep.
I only like 300 heroes.
Yeah, 300
Like
heroes. Shut up.
Like Heroes in New Worth. That's it. Join the private server.
You know what? I might cave and just.
Is it
download
still
300
active?
Whether you
heroes.
need a Tom Clancy action
I don't
fix on
even
the
know.
go,
Oh.
I'm trying to play
dive back
Yu-Gi-Oh!
into one of
right
the most
now.
beloved
I think
fantasy
I thought it shut
franchises
down a
in
while
gaming.
ago. That's why I said
We've got you
private
covered.
server. I just play with AI.
Ubisoft publishes Might and Magic?
I hate to like pick a time to get a drink, but I woke up like 30 minutes
This
ago,
is a
so I'll be
solid
right back.
time, unless you're a big Might and Magic fan.
I think I'll
Been a
live.
great 7 months.
30
plus-
million hours played.
Holy shit, that's a lot of wasted
Raid
time.
Shadowland. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't even know what this game is. Oh, it's a
I
mobile game.
believe
Now
I
I'm
have it.
Now I'm hyped.
now I understand.
My favorite player, Blood X Knight.
I wish I could understand why people like these games. Like, I really wish I could. And this isn't a knock against people that do like these games. Not this mobile game, like just Might and Magic. I can't wrap my brain around it, but I'm
Well,
so curious.
Well, Might and Magic's just a card game, right? That's probably it's just a really good card game. I thought.
Yeah, it's a mobile. No, what? Are we
You're
memeing?
Isn't Might and Magic
Magic
a card
the
game?
Gathering is the card game.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got him confused. You're right, never mind. I was thinking about Magic the Gathering.
Fair enough. Wasn't expecting to see Overwatch 2 here.
This is Rainbow Six, but like way lower poly for some reason.
It's
Or
like
not.
it looks like XCOM Rainbow Six.
Mochain is down. Request air support. Target.
It looks like a
northeast
mobile game.
rooftop.
Roger. Inbound. Danger close.
I need an EMP deployed now.
EMP imminent.
Oh my god, is that...
Is that Sam Fisher?
Isn't this the mobile
Is this
game?
that mobile game again?
I think it's
Probably.
the mobile game, right?
Yeah, because that's the guy from...
In your cell.
No, Army of Two isn't Ubisoft, is it?
I don't think so.
I think it may be.
It says Elite Squad. No, this was definitely a mobile game they already announced a while
It's the
back.
big Ubisoft crossover game.
Yeah.
Woo, stealth games live on. See, Sam Fisher's here. Oh, well. Tom
Yeah,
Clancy
it's a
crossover.
mobile game. Who
The
cares?
mobile game.
Pre-register now for a 19... Bitch!
Speaking of Tom Clancy,
Sounds
it's
like
been
I should get
5
another
years
drink.
since Rainbow Six Siege
Default
first
pistol?
launched, and the community
I'm
has
not
never been
registering in
stronger.
case that's
In celebration of this
1911
milestone,
rolls of a
Ubisoft
gacha.
Montreal has put together a special video to
Yeah,
thank
come on, I
all
want
of
to
the
roll
amazing
for my
players
characters.
and
I don't want to get them
developers
for
that have
free.
helped Siege
That's the whole
become
point of the
game
game.
it is today.
At least CNC got redeemed a little.
In December 2015, a small team
All right,
released
Rainbow Six.
Siege.
Ubisoft. No one releases a dead game and then fixes it to be an okay game, quite like Ubisoft does.
They really have made an incredible business model out of it. It's awesome.
They've capitalized on the comeback tour.
It's getting to the point where it's almost a little too ridiculous now, but it's still a good game. I just wish, the netcode wasn't shit.
That original vision was quickly adopted by our passionate community.
We are announcing
propelling it to a
GGPO
whole
is
new
coming
level.
to Rainbow Six.
You know, they should put Sam Fisher in Rainbow Six. You want to have a crossover?
Obviously,
You should put a Rayman in there.
Yeah,
As a
I would
hostage.
love them to find a way to put Rayman.
Use
They
a-
should put the pig from Beyond Good and Evil.
I was gonna say put a rabbit as a hostage, and everyone just lets it go.
No, it's a survival mode.
Yeah.
You see that wonderful netcode on display there, Chi? That was
Yeah, that was literally a perfect example of the netcode being bad.
And together, we grow
Lights him up, fucking doesn't hit a single shot somehow. Tries the knife, still dies.
When are we getting the rabid survival horror game?
Please
I
shut
just
your mouth.
said that.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I think you just willed that into
You said-
existence. I hope
You
Ubisoft's
said
not
that-
listening.
Isn't that what Kingdom Battle was?
Oh yeah, kinda. Yeah, it kind of was.
It's a turn-based horror game.
Now
You just had to
60
live with
million
having
players
one rabbit on your
strong.
team.
We're just getting started.
And that's truly terrible.
Yeah, and the idea was
From the devs that build the game to the community that plays it.
spooky rabbits.
Thank you.
Didn't they add that guy from Kingsman into the game?
Overwatch
What's his
font.
name?
Yes.
Exy.
Yeah.
If you haven't tried it yet,
Love
dive
Exy.
into our
Or
new
Warden.
Operation Steel Wave update available
It's
now.
probably
And take
Warden.
Ace
That
and
sounds
Lucy
more
out
right.
for a spin.
Square Girl's back.
A
Oh,
few
she's
days
gone.
ago, we introduced y'all to a brand new multiplayer shooter.
Yeah,
Now
it was Warden.
it's time to venture into the
Yeah, you did, and I dropped it immediately.
You didn't like it?
I played one
It's
match.
not great.
I played one fog match.
Boy, howdy, it looks super cool, but it's not this.
Wait, what was that? A hack in the
Please just release Power Slide pants.
not supposed to be there. Let me get you all
Gamers.
straight, okay?
What are you
30
doing?
years ago,
Gamers, we discovered a hack in the
fear about our
hyperscape.
future started to come true.
Fucking all this shit. It's a battle royale. Who gives a fuck? It's all this exposition.
Bad decisions.
Apparently, story is incredibly important for a battle royale game. Actually, cheat.
So here we are.
You hire writers. You might as well do something.
Megacities.
So like just try to put lore reasons into changing the map.
Changed everything.
That's my favorite. Like I imagine there's a lot of writing freedom with
They
that.
gave everyone a way out. The
Just gonna
hyperscape.
pretend
Fortnite
doesn't
has
do,
more
like, a
story and lore
10-hour
than Overwatch. That's probably true.
That is 100% true.
Yeah.
People will watch like a 12-hour stream that's just a hole.
It also just has general better story presentation than Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
I refuse to believe there's a story, and I also refuse to let anyone explain it to me.
I could not explain it to you.
There was a burger. It looked really funny.
I just know every month Rave puts out this whole like essay into our Discord about how the alpaca and Travis Scott, and there's a whole,
Strange things have been happening.
and I think a company is making too much money,
Rumors of people getting hurt.
and that's it. That's all I know.
Users disappearing from the
Yeah, this
real
game's
world.
basically just battle royale with like some arena shooter elements.
A darker secret lies at the heart.
I don't know. I thought moving around
Oh,
shooting was
no.
fun.
And we
It's about Death Gun.
No, it's about the cubosphere. It's about the astral chain frame rate dimension.
Well, it should do well so that Tribe's Ascent can come back as a battle royale.
That's what brings us to the
Fuck.
edge of the future.
This is probably what's going to replace Trials Ascend.
I am
And it didn't
ready.
look nearly that fast.
So,
Is that man CGI?
Far Cry Primal and multiple
Cheesecake.
in order to get a key, you have to watch someone stream Hyperscape.
Yeah.
From scratch.
I believe that the first day it was top 5 in Twitch.
Welcome
Now
to
it is got maybe 500 people streaming it.
It's in the future.
Rip.
Oh, people didn't like it that much.
It's not great.
There's a lot of mixed
Very
opinions
rough.
on it. There's a lot of mixed
The
opinions.
internet of the future. It's the place where everything converges.
Rip.
I think it has a lot of really neat ideas. I think
There is a battle
it feels like a
royale
game that should have
takes
come
place in the
out
virtual
7
city
years
of
ago.
Neo Arcadia.
Yeah, probably.
Then we also introduce a lot of new things. You get the opportunity to do parkour on the rooftops, to go into interiors where it's much more narrow, much more stressful. You get to go to
I've liked
landmarks,
this
so
one
there's
more than any
opportunities
other
to
battle
get
royale I've
full
played.
items, but also more players, so it's a risk reward.
That's not true. You played way more rounds of Realm Royale than you did in this game.
Of hacks, special abilities,
That doesn't mean I
pick up
liked
on the
it.
fly to adapt your tactics.
Play
With
more.
hacks, you can do things
Do you
like
want me to
roll
tell you?
yourself,
You want me to tell you how many hours of Dota I have?
bounce around the battlefield.
Oh boy.
So
I
a lot of
switched
abilities
over to a
that
stream of
let you
Hyperscape
have
real
fun
quick just
that
to
are
get
toys
an
that you can
idea of the gameplay. When they say fast, they just mean you
Finally,
move
it's made as a
fast. You're not
spectacle,
like
so all the viewers will be able to
Well,
interact
yeah,
with
anything
that's what we were
cool
saying.
almost.
Tribes Ascent.
the Twitch extension.
Time kills.
No,
time
Tribe
plays.
Ascent, you were like gliding or
I mean,
sliding.
Yeah, you were way faster.
I mean, this game does have double jumping and power sliding and shit. I mean, it's
But it's not
no
the
game.
same.
No
It's not.
game is Tribes Ascent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Players, while this happens,
Which
we
is
have
why
to
I was
adapt
curious
to all
about
kinds of stuff
the
that is happening.
when people were comparing it to Quake. This just looks
So
like
for
you
me, it's
move a
really
lot
exciting
and
because
you
right now,
have
as we speak,
you shoot
we're launching the open
big
beta,
guns
so
that
it's
do
Quake.
big damage.
for,
I don't know why.
But I wanted
players worldwide.
In a game where it's like they say parkour, and there's no wall running, like at all.
Test and who will participate in the open beta. Here's a short glimpse.
Like, what's the
of what
fucking
you
point of
can
that?
It's not as vertical as I thought it was gonna be.
I mean, you can jump pretty high.
Yeah, see?
See?
Showtime.
Maybe in a year they'll have a lot of cool stuff.
That's mine.
Oh yeah,
If
like
the servers
in like 4 years, this game's gonna be awesome. Let me tell you.
Yeah, season 5 is where it's at.
Season 5, that's when it really picked up.
Yeah, it's still a technical beta, so it's,
I'll wait.
give it some time. It could
In the
become
meantime,
something
if
really
it's
good.
Battle Royale, I'll stick to Fortnite for the moment. But even Fortnite right now, I'm not playing, so
I'll stick to Halo 3.
I can't wait.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, because you
I
have
to wait.
Free battle pass. Oh, it's an open beta now? Oh, okay.
Okay, so everybody can try it. They haven't tried it yet.
It literally, open beta literally today. Okay, great.
Dude, you can't even log into Uplay right now.
Probably because
I still
people
haven't
are
got my
watching
Watch
the streams.
Dogs drop.
Production manager Anna
What the
Maria
fuck? I'm
Muska
still waiting
is
on my
going to
Watch
take us
Dogs
behind
drop.
the scenes of character
Yeah, give
design.
me free Watch Dogs.
Because I'm
too.
not following for
My
a
name is
day.
Anna
Did I have to
Maria
have followed
I'm
for
the
more than a
production
day
manager
before
for
I got
characters
it?
and weapons on Hyperscape. We
Maybe.
have paid an exceptional
Yeah,
amount
so
of
that
detail to our
afterwards you go,
characters.
might as well pay
We
for it.
switch different outfits, different
I don't know,
fashions,
guys. I'm
different-
still like
different
literally
tattoos,
shaking
different
over here.
materials
What
until
hack
we
got
see
into
them
the
as real
Hyperscape?
individuals,
What?
as real people. So the
You're
second you pick a
trying to make
character,
war
That
for
you
it
see them
shouldn't be
in-game,
there.
You understand what their motivations are.
These are
what
rumors,
drives
Max,
them,
don't
what
worry.
Challenges them. This was the
Nothing-
first
you know
lineup
nothing
of
to get into
characters. This is our
Hyperscape,
default
Max.
base.
Nothing.
But
Nothing
even
can get in the
starting from
Hyperscape.
the hair down, everything has been meticulously thought of. Would this person actually like this type of outfit? Would this person enjoy the type of tattoos that we're putting on
They're all
them?
wearing the
Would
same
they
outfit.
actually like to be in this body? Each season, we plan to produce new outfits for these characters. So we're hoping some of our players are gonna see the effort and maybe even correlate some of the
We're gonna
accessories to what's gonna
monetize
happen
the
in
shit
game.
out of this game.
Why does no battle royale just
Very
have a
excited to see
create a
it in people's
character?
hands.
Gotta earn it.
Why?
Because then how do you monetize it?
Yeah,
Costumes for your create a character?
Closely with console makers to take advantage of
Like
all
the exact same thing they're doing right
these new
now,
consoles
except
Now we
Per
it's just
body
a character
part.
that you made wearing it.
I think you're talking a little crazy.
Phil Spencer from
It's not a fighting
Oh,
game.
it's him.
With Watch Dogs Legion,
It's
Ubisoft
Mr. Xbox.
is supporting smart delivery. So you will get the absolute best version
Phantasy
of the
Star
game
Online 2
on
is
any
coming to
version of
Uplay.
Xbox you're playing. On Series X, you'll get to take advantage of the amazing work the team has done with DirectX ray tracing to create
It's good to
an
hear they're doing
absolutely
smart drop, though.
immersive version of London like you've never seen before. Ubisoft has a unique ability to create immersive worlds, setting a new bar that continues to drive our industry forward.
When will Phil Spencer come to
huge
smart
fan
delivery?
Of Assassin's Creed.
That's a good
I
question.
love the time I've
If I get
spent
smart delivery
exploring
on my
the world.
That was
Xbox,
just
I
a
want
shame.
him on my
And I
PC too.
can't wait for you to see the gameplay from Assassin's Creed
The
Valhalla
Phil Spencer
coming
Anywhere
up now.
system.
All right. We know you've been waiting to hear more about this
Dude,
game since
I'm
it was
here
announced back in April.
for
And now it's
Xbox when
time for a
Phil
deep dive
Spencer
into the
leaves.
world of
I hope he's there for a while.
My name is Julien Laferrière.
He seems
I
to really
think
care.
he's gonna. I think he's gonna kill Xbox
So a
before he
couple of
leaves.
weeks ago,
So I don't
we
think you have
announced
anything to worry
Assassin's
about.
Creed Valhalla, and the
No,
reaction
he'll leave
from
as
the
it's
fans
dying
was
because it'll be
just
something out of his
amazing.
control.
No,
You know,
his
he'll leave on
plan
a
is
high
to
note.
kill Xbox.
Really, really inspiring.
Yeah, do him a favor.
Oh yeah, well hey, if he kills
We
Xbox
found
because it's
that,
all for
you know, they
PC
were
games,
not
then fuck
mindless
yeah. I don't
barbarians.
He's gonna sacrifice Xbox so that we can all go into the Game Pass arc flying through space.
And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity
Sacrifice
to tell
Xbox
kind of the
to get
real
more
story
time on
about
the
Vikings
clock.
and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game.
God damn
The
it.
team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did.
Does anyone
to
actually
really
care about this game? I mean, I'm
experience
just waiting for
what it
Elden
was
I
Ring.
thought I thought you were gonna
Viking
say,
at that
does
time.
anybody else care about Ubisoft's
And then
like company
leaving
vacation?
Norway, which is barren but
I mean,
majestic,
yes, but
and just
This will
coming by
like
boat
probably have the same
in
problems as the
England
last
and
one,
see
so
those
not
rolling
really.
green hills full of sheep, full
As
of
I don't
life.
care how petty
It's
it is,
just
this
this
game's not about
moment
assassins
that
anymore. Change the name.
most
I don't
likely
care.
the Vikings felt as well. You need to
I
see
want
this
to
land of
assassinate people
opportunity.
quietly.
And this is exactly the
I
feeling
mean, you could still do that.
we want
No, you
players
can't.
to
You're a
experience in
Viking
this
now.
game.
Now you really can't.
And whatever,
It is
sort of like
personal
similarly, what I've
adventure.
heard
It is
about
the
the new
story
Paper
of
Mario is
Eivor,
letting me
the
down
Viking
too.
chieftain.
Oh, don't tell me
Eivor
that.
is,
Yeah.
either a male or
It,
a female. You decide when you start the
We should
game.
forget about them ever
They
making
will
another
have to leave
RPG.
Norway to settle in England
It
because
seems like
Yeah.
you just can't live in Norway anymore.
Sadness.
There's too much political
I was gonna
pressure,
say,
no
excitement should have
resources
probably
available.
started at a 2 and then waited to be surprised.
Yeah, it was cautious
Depressing, but, like,
optimism.
Obviously, in England,
It didn't
The
pay
moment I
off.
saw that circle thing, I'm like, why is?
Because it's the focus on that circle thing is the focus on like battles and not like RPG mechanics.
Yeah, I know. The second I saw that, I'm like, this isn't an RPG. This is a
Vikings were
weird.
brutal warriors.
I thought it was just gonna be a gimmick to turn-based battle, but it is. I mean, it is, but it's not
And the
like. I
fact
mean,
that
that
they
is
were
the entire
mastering a lot
thing.
of weapons coming
Yeah.
from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system.
If anyone in the chat wants to know what our opinion is on
I will
the
not
game,
get. We can't make a new F-Zero. I haven't made a cool enough controller for it yet.
Face to face. They were
There's no
masters
way.
of stealth
You can't
and
make it.
deception when
But
needed.
HD Rumble.
They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings.
See, Assassin's Creed.
We are very
He
happy
did it
to
on a
finally
battlefield
be able
in
to
the
show
view
you
of
the
like
game we're all been
10,000
working
people.
on. So
Everyone's
please
fighting each other, so
enjoy
not
this
gonna
deep
pay attention to
dive
that one guy.
into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, the perfect setting for an assassin.
Plain sight.
Now that I think about it, in the middle of a war with like 10 million people surrounding. You just gotta render the people, haha, right?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You will relive the epic
What is
Also,
rendering?
of the Viking invasion.
Just and I also wish they would just call this like Assassin's Boat. Or Boat Creed.
You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across
I mean, Vikings
the
are cool,
North
but
Sea
like,
to the British Isles.
I mean, yeah, it's just like, why is it Assassin's Creed?
To build a thriving Norse settlement
How much have I
in a
missed? I think.
hostile land.
I think this is the last thing they're going to show, so all of it.
I think there's probably one or two more things after.
Really? Figured they'd end
Well, I
on
mean,
a
they still
big
haven't shown
boat
Far
game.
Cry.
Kingdoms and warring dynasties.
Oh, yeah.
A land of opportunity and riches. As you
Far
prowling
Cry
by
it
long
may show
you
of
may
God
raid
and monsters.
locations you
Wow,
spy
it
They-
looks like every other Assassin's Creed I've ever seen.
They haven't shown the new Rayman. That doesn't
Wait, you act
exist.
like that's new for Ubisoft. I think
I
Watch
haven't been
Dogs is the only
surprised.
thing that, like, tries something a little different.
I was gonna say I haven't been surprised once this entire time. Oh yeah, you know that assassin thing. You know when you pillage a town.
So Max, you're
Yeah,
gonna.
see, that's new. You didn't do that before.
fighting enemies, battering down doors.
Max, which one do you think is going to be more of a waste of time for you? EA's conference or Ubisoft?
EA's 100%.
Yeah, that's an easy question. What the
That's
fuck?
not even.
Giving you access to useful services.
There's
I've,
games here.
I've
Pop.
seen video games. I haven't been in. My intelligence hasn't been insulted here.
It will serve as a record
True.
of the allies you have made.
Yeah, and there will be.
What does EA make
Anytime
besides
Greg Miller
sports
is
games?
on screen, you have to boo. Not because of him, but because most of the time when he's there, it's going to be a bad show.
You will
It just
find the
is.
largest horde of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
When's the last time you've been excited for an
Every
Cheat, I don't know when the last time I've been excited is.
Some will coordinate.
Last time I was excited for an EA game was probably the Battlefront reboot, the initial one, and then they botched.
To face
What?
these attacks,
That's so rude.
you must
What the
find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to
I do
gain
like
the
the
upper
camera looks like it's actually, you know, gives you enough room to fucking fight. That's nice.
It's an
That's
well,
cool.
they're finally accepting that it's just an action game now.
Pummel them with throwing axes.
Oh, buy ahead.
Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance. Or finish them off.
Captain, we've been
Or
defeated
another
by one
like a
person.
bitch.
Combat looks fun. It looks
Why?
fun, but
Who
like,
defeated
this
you?
happens.
Who defeated you? Oh, we
This
don't
is
know.
an
It's just a guy
adventure
who's
game. Are they
throwing
keeping-
weapons.
Are they keeping like the light RPG mechanics from Origins?
It's not light at this point.
Become a legendary
That's what they said they were doing, yeah.
Plus
And this
10
looks like
experience.
fun, But like, I don't
just
know if
looks
it's something
like-
I want to pay money for right now.
It's probably a fine action adventure game. I just wish it wasn't called Assassin's Creed because it makes me miss like
Yeah, oddly
Brotherhood
enough,
and.
this just doesn't look like Assassin's Creed, like 100%.
I miss
See, that was cool
Brotherhood.
as shit.
Oh, here we go.
Here you go.
You willed
the
it into
assassin
existence.
Oh my god.
That cloak is cool.
If a whole group of people rolled up in hoods in Viking times.
Attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood
See, there's
to
the assassinate button.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google Viking hoods.
unseen hunter among the people.
It's not like hoods didn't exist in these times.
Yeah, people didn't have heads back then, though.
From capital
Yeah, you're
cities
right.
and villages to the
What a
dense
mistake.
forests and rolling hills of England.
They had tails, too.
Exploration is vital to
That's
keeping
what the
yourself
tailbone was
sharp.
for.
You must feed off the land if you hope to endure.
Shut up, Boston.
He's not wrong.
Forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
That's a fucking dire
Oh,
wolf.
no!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Search pagan
Don't
temples
kill
and
the
new
dog, you
activities and
bitch!
challenges.
It's a
Finally.
dire wolf. It's not a dog.
And your
It's okay. I'll ride the direwolf. He's now my new steed.
Well, you're gonna have to buy a different game, jackass, because you're gonna kill that dog dead. That's what next gen is all about.
But as you push deeper into England,
All right, so now it's no
enemies
longer
will
Assassin's
push
Creed.
back. In a series
Even
now
in the
it's-
stealth
That's
segment,
cool.
what was the Assassin's Creed
That's
first?
cool.
Now it's
Games
For
just
Honor.
do that if you're gonna put ladders in it.
Eivor's army into battle against
Oh, battering
heavily
ram?
guarded Saxon
Yeah, you ever play Lord of the Rings?
He was hiking the ladder up, and then just as the other guy was pushing it, just kept climbing it. That was fucking awesome.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths.
I mean, it
and
looks
England's pagan
cool.
roots.
Yeah.
But like,
challenge and surprise. Thank you, man. With
it's
I
not
like-
fucking Assassin's Creed. It's
I
just
like
called Vinland Saga.
I like Assassin's Creed because you get to do cool stealth stuff and climb big buildings and parkour across rooftops. And now you do big army combat in open
Mortal
fields.
I mean, they could just call this Valhalla and no one would fucking object.
Yeah, but then it wouldn't sell as many copies.
I don't know about that.
From the people who brought you Assassin's Creed, Valhalla. That's it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
9th Century
Sonic the
England is
Hedgehog
truly
from the
unlike
people who
anything
brought
the
you
franchise
Fast
has
and
seen
Furious.
before.
Yeah, it
Assassin's
worked.
Creed
It worked.
Valhalla
It
will
worked.
release this holiday season on Xbox Series
What if
X,
Gran
PlayStation
Turismo
5,
like 7 came out
One,
and it was like an
PS4,
isometric turn-based
PC,
RPG,
and Stadia.
but they just kept calling it Gran Turismo? It's like, oh, it's a new bold direction we're moving in.
Our CEO,
No, don't worry.
is here to share
The
a few
loading
words.
screen has a car on it.
I hope you will have
You
enjoyed
drive to
what
the
you've seen
battle.
today, and that you will love playing.
When
with
is this
games.
Bond villain gonna
I'm
die?
proud of our team
All right.
for delivering an ambitious,
Rabbids,
broad,
it's happening.
and creative lineup of games. And we haven't shown you everything yet. In fact,
The
All right,
series
here we go.
formerly known
Rabbids.
as Assassin's Creed. Yeah, there we go.
Rayman Rabbids?
another Ubisoft forward to reveal even more about our upcoming games. But before
So they're
ending
just
the
doing
show,
this. Okay.
we have one more thing to share with you.
There's nothing I love more than being told that they have a lot to show us, but they won't do it right now.
Oh boy.
Oh, right, I forgot Far Cry 6. I was completely like, whatever.
There could still be rabbits.
I feel like the entire reason Far Cry exists is to get you to buy a game with a famous actor on the box art now.
Yeah.
But you
That's
can
it.
also do a lot of dumb shit in the game too, which is also
No.
fun.
Go to exotic lands and kill exotic people.
Yep, yeah, Montana. And kill exotic Montanans.
Yep. Well, I've never heard
They're
of them.
cultists, so
Cultists aren't exotic.
Have you been to Montana? Right. Shut up.
Have you, Phil?
No, that's why it's exotic.
that's the point, yeah.
I've seen a tree.
Keep up.
All right.
We got these real Narcos vibes going on.
I hope this is the entire trailer. It's just names popping up and then it ends.
This is an awesome trailer for Just Cause 5.
No.
No?
Just Cause is too like crazy and silly to have any kind of seriousness to it.
This is not what I thought it said on that tank.
The Bertada.
I hope they call this a gameplay trailer. Nope, it's world premiere trailer.
When you start the game,
All right, thanks for coming.
This video will play.
Oh shit! Oh. Oh, good. I was gonna say I want to turn it up, but the VOD's gonna get muted, so I guess this is a good compromise.
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you, Diego. Give me your hands.
Hand him a rabbit.
Papa.
Summon rabbits
the
with
grenade
this.
is simple. It has 4 basic parts. The shell, which contains the explosive, the fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
I wonder what's gonna happen here. Oh.
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me.
Put me in the fucking timeout corner, Dad.
Now.
Make a Camaro next time. Fuck.
Hope he drops it.
I am El Presidente.
I'd toss it.
Which means that
Whoops.
someday you
Toss it at him, and then the game ends.
and our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by
I
opinions.
wouldn't be surprised if they did something like that at the beginning. Like how Far Cry, I think 4 and 5 had like a secret ending. It was just like nothing at the beginning.
Yeah.
Drop the grenade.
Just drop the grenade.
Even if you want
Yeah.
what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves. They will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
I'm not gonna believe he trips and drops a grenade because they're not gonna kill Giancarlo Esposito in the
They
trailer.
master you with screams. Call you evil. A monster. And give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people. And you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom. You understand now? Prove it.
Not too long away.
Yeah. We'll see what the U.S. is looking like at that time.
Oh boy.
And with that,
Yeah, I need a
we're
good
about to
escape from
move
reality.
forward.
2021.
Today, we've seen the next generation of Assassin's Creed, the birth of a resistance in Watch Dogs Legion,
You guys
the
see the
cyber
mouse
chaos
cursor
of Hyperscape,
on that clip of
and the epic
Valhalla?
reveal of
I
Far
don't
Cry's
doubt
newest
it.
installment, along with so much more.
Remember, we'll be back later this year with another Ubisoft Forward filled with tons of game news and updates.
Thanks for joining us.
Gameplay?
Don't worry, Rayman won't be there either.
Well, you know you want it. You've asked for it. Here's Rayman Rabbids.
If you people wanted Rayman, you probably should have bought it.
Hey everyone, welcome
Yeah.
to the Ubisoft Forward post show. My name is
We
Yusuf
did.
Eid, and this is Assassin's Creed
That's a
Valhalla.
shame.
Yeah, but
We're gonna take
you should have bought it like 10 times.
We're talking specifically to Gord Fox in the chat. Gord Fox killed Rayman.
Oh, is that what R6 is? Rayman 6?
Wait, are we getting?
Yeah.
Did we not get this? What is this? This is like a full
It's the
walkthrough?
post show.
Tell us exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, so here we're midway through the quest that we're showing for UP Forward. Here we're looking at the assault of Burn Castle.
Yeah, remember they do this every E3 where it's like tune at the end of the show to see gameplay demo. They do this every
Every
E3.
show to watch Assassin's Creed every time.
Take down Ruid and his clan.
What's impressive this time is that we're actually seeing it, because usually
Damn,
it's
fucked up his shield.
they're recording like it off screen.
Comes into play.
Usually they're recording on
They
monitor.
should have still done it just to, you know,
This is the
maintain
leaked
parity.
gameplay I saw. Oh, okay, so maybe they should have still done it. Then maybe it wouldn't have leaked.
And
Talking
Oswald,
over
who's
it
the
more.
sort of elderman to be to inherit this territory needs your help to take him down.
Watch Dogs 3 looks good.
Defeated in a previous quest, and so here
I'm
is
excited for Watch
revenge, but
Dogs
also
Legion.
accomplishing your ultimate goal.
I don't understand how like it's, you know, they're the same like staff and everything, but like I don't know, Watch Dogs was just so successful,
Mechanics to it. So
like
we
as a
added,
game.
like, some dual wielding for the player, like a stun system in there.
What do you mean?
And we really needed to do
Like
this to sort of portray
the
that
Assassin's Creed games, like, you know, they have so many like hit and misses, and honestly, they haven't like gotten back up to where they were since 2 or Black Flag. But I don't know. It's just surprising that Ubisoft has such a range in quality between all their games.
He lives.
Yeah, consistency
Basically.
is not their forte.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, hate to bring it back up again, but that might just change for the better.
Yeah, maybe.
So we are good. Well, because like the guy who got let go is the one who a lot of people point to as being the reason why Ubisoft has the Ubisoft open world model. Why it's been such a large
Everything's same
prolific.
formula.
Yeah, it's literally been because of this one man, and people thought he was untouchable, and now that he's just gone, I mean, we don't like.
Maybe we'll get Rayman.
No, you won't.
No, we won't get Rayman.
The issue is trying to figure out what exactly is actually success in Ubisoft's eyes, because like we've said already before, Ubisoft is so good at basically taking a product that has failed and just fucking wringing it for like as much as they possibly can into the bucket.
Yeah.
And they will do, and you know what? To be honest, if more AAA companies did stuff like that, we probably wouldn't be complaining about half the AAA releases, because yes, a game should come out complete, but fuck me, like people are still playing Rainbow, people are still playing The Division, people are still playing these games.
So we're not only playing
much
here, but also
much later on, and they're doing exactly what they set out to do, and they're improving the games. And to be entirely honest, I think it's weird because you know the two people that I can think of that basically made that like a viable business model were probably Ubisoft and Hajime Tabata's work on Final Fantasy 15. To be entirely honest, so
yeah.
I was just gonna say though, we've only seen cases as far as single player goes with Assassin's Creed and Watch Dogs, and then Rainbow Six was they fixed it from, I wouldn't say the ground up, but over the years they found their footing. Division completely undersold. I don't know how much of a success you could call that
I mean,
one.
For Honor should have been dead. Like, listen, most Ubisoft
For Honor,
companies
they
that have
fixed
come
it a
out-
little bit too, and that one they ended up making free to play at one point though.
Well, that's
Got a
what I'm
lot of players
saying.
involved.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is that Ubisoft is not the kind of company that leaves. They don't go and leave their video games. They do everything they can to save their game. And I think that like a lot of that comes from the fact that there is passionate developers that definitely want these games to succeed. But I mean, especially like considering Wildlands and like even the newest Ghost Recon that came out completely a mess is apparently now totally fine. Like it's a fine game. The issue is that like I think that
They shouldn't be in those states to begin with so often.
Well, hate to
honestly.
keep bringing it up. The people who are in charge that are now gone were really a lot to blame for that.
Yeah,
So-
so hopefully
When coming up to an assault,
3 years
it's a
from
game
now
of
we'll
numbers.
start seeing some of that
Yeah,
come to
we're
fruition.
Well, I
we're
think
gonna
all
see a
these
whole new
delays
Ubisoft.
in itself helped because I think if these games just had more time in the oven, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
it was incredibly
Well, that's why I
impressive.
was very
I've never heard
happy
of
earlier
Ubisoft
this year
delay.
when they delayed literally their entire slate. The entire slate.
Yeah, well, it's like when's the fucking last time you heard about like a viable Ubisoft delay? Ubisoft doesn't delay games; they release games and just kind of piecemeal them out to people. Like now that they've finally decided to go ahead and take a look and go, okay, we're in the middle of a pandemic, shit's already fucked beyond belief, and the games barely work. We might as
they
well.
delayed before
We
the
might
pandemic.
as fucking well. Regardless, like. They
so
might as
he's
well.
really using, like,
You know what I mean?
the image
Well,
and, like,
no,
the
they delayed pretty much
future have what he meant
on the
to
cusp
people
of it, I
in
thought.
his name, she's going
I
to-
No, it
thought
was
they
a good
delayed
while
back in
before
February.
it. Yeah, it was a bit
But
before it.
when, though? Because remember, COVID was like around in December. So,
Right, people were talking about it, but it wasn't talked seriously within industries and stuff.
Obviously, these people have been run
Till
down by
at least
Ruin,
mid-March.
and, the
That's the media lacking to do proper coverage. It was an issue in December, dude. Stop lying.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't an issue in December. I'm just saying that I don't think their delays were because of COVID. That's all
but
I'm saying.
I guess it's just a perfect cocktail, right? So it's
Right,
just
no,
like,
it just happened to work out. Yeah, sure.
I suppose.
But I'm just saying, I don't think the delays were directly tied to COVID. That's all I'm
Well, I mean, what we're seeing looks cool, but once again, it just doesn't look like fucking Assassin's Creed. Like none of this looks like Assassin's Creed. It doesn't even look like
They did show Skull
the
and
recent
Bones again.
iterations.
I just realized that.
When A4 does this, obviously you have access to.
Remember their pirate game? They didn't show it again.
I think that's canceled. I'm pretty sure that's canceled at this point.
Canceled at this point.
Yeah.
You have archery or like a
Why everyone loves boats in Assassin's Creed? The game was sure to be a success.
Yeah, the pirate fad did not last long at all.
Yeah,
Rip.
I think they saw what happened with what's that fucking other game?
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, and that's kind of doing okay right now, kind of.
Yeah, it got a little resurgence.
It has its quirks. Still not great, but it's it's more of a game now.
It's basically Avor's
Does he have to do that weird jump when he throws the tomahawks?
Yes, you have to imbue power into your tomahawk.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
I don't think that jump looks cool.
Austin, I know you don't know a lot about animation, but it's all about the startup and then the follow through.
Austin, here, let's run an experiment right now. Find something in your room and throw it normally.
Try it without jumping. No jumping.
And jump into it and tell me if you don't kill whatever is in your way.
I don't want to do that. My dog's in my room.
I feel I would look dumb.
Why hasn't there been an AC game in Doodle Japan? Doesn't it come out next week?
That man is dead. He goes, haha, that looks dumb. Dead.
Well, as
You say he's doing that out of necessity.
Yes.
Well, he is to add power.
You know what? For once, I'm gonna be on Phil's side here. I think jumping and like slicing in mid jump is just imbues power into it.
It's just physics.
I'm on Phil's side. I don't
If you
care
do
how
a front flip
stupid it
before
looks.
you throw the tomahawks, that thing's going in the next zip code. You're never gonna see those axes again.
Then go into the different locations or the different quests.
Oh my god, he's climbing something? What the fuck?
Hey, it's Breath of the Wild.
I take back it.
Now
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm done streaming.
Let's jump back now.
No, there was
Watch Dogs.
climbing in Assassin's Creed. That's the Assassin's Creed element.
Watch Dogs Legion looked cool. That's all I took away from this.
Yeah.
The rightful king of
I hope
East
for the
Anglia
best for
has
that
Far
game
Cry
after
will still
Watch
be
Dogs
Far
2
Cry.
So
showed.
it will be.
Far
Yeah,
Cry
that's what I'm
did its
thinking.
job.
Assassin's Creed will still be not Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Guys, we took 2 years off. Now we're gonna release one every year again.
Anybody else want to try out Brawlhalla on mobile and iOS and Android?
Avor decided to let him
Elite Squad.
How much did
where
it
you
hurt
can
you to
get
say
your
that?
M911, M119.
It helps that I don't feel much of anything.
Try it again.
M19
M1911.
What are you talking about, Popcorn? What the
He's talking about the M8675309, which is
I
the
don't think he's
pre-order
having
bonus.
I think he's having a stroke.
What exactly is the relationship?
Normal pistol skin by
I will not be
pre-registering
recruiting
for
you to
Elite Squad.
DedSec, Pop. I'm
It's a
sorry.
1911. There's no M. There's no letters in it.
If you recruit
M-
Pop, it just says underneath. Really, very
Can't
bad at
read.
playing video games has a 50% chance of experiencing stroke randomly.
Man, even the grandma I
But it's
recruited
very
doesn't
good
have
at
that beep up.
distractions.
Good at distractions. You send him to the front gate. It's like, yeah, I'm looking for
I'm looking for
an
an
M7 2.
8675309.
And with a large Coke,
I'm just
please.
saying. I'm just saying. I'm
The
gonna
target
get.
has escaped.
I'm gonna get
Hold
the
on, I gotta
same
get that
Karen
Coke.
turn to Kevin. All right. That's
I
all
wanna-
I'm saying.
So
I want to
Fizz, we've
find Pop and
completed
Watch
the
Dogs, and
assault.
underneath
We
it
got our
says
hands
practicing
dirty
for
with some
GDC.
combat, taken down Ruin. We have this big open region of East Asia, so
Oh,
before we
man.
head off to Oswald's wedding,
That's it,
say
gamers.
we
Are there any
have
more
some
of
fun
these,
and
or are we
see
done
what
for
we
the
can get
year?
into in the open world. That sounds good.
Microsoft is July 20
Please don't.
something.
We see a cat here with a speech bubble above it. And
Next-
July
you won't
23rd.
believe if you let me talk to a cat.
Next
Nintendo
Thursday,
Direct.
not this Thursday.
Yeah,
Next
These
Thursday.
are some of our
Fair enough.
some of my favorite moments actually.
Well, that's
in the game.
about
We
that's
put
about
in-
it.
Put out a whole bunch of events throughout the
As far
territory.
as I'm aware.
And it's sort of
Unless
rewards,
unless
again,
Nintendo
inspiration
decides to
going
come
around.
out and
It's
say
a
something more
chance
about
for us also
something,
to sort
but
of
I doubt
showcase
it.
a different side of
When would the
A4.
next Direct
A
be
lot of
for
the quests
Nintendo?
sort
It'd
of
probably
deal
be like
more
September,
with,
right?
like, politics
That's
and
Probably.
stuff there. And this
I
should be
think
slightly
late
more
summer,
what we're looking at,
early fall.
as we've said time and time again, is because of the situation with E3, this is the new norm, which is unfortunate because it means that basically we're just going to have to keep doing this and coming back to generally not worthwhile presentations until like maybe one or two hits, which kind of sucks, but it also means that we're not going to be waiting anywhere near as long for news in the pipeline, which is, there's a trade-off there.
I think the new norm will be more people taking Nintendo's approach, but I think it'll still be within a week span starting next year. I feel like it helps
Yeah,
the news
because the only
cycle a
reason
lot
that
for
really didn't
games.
happen was more because of the pandemic and
Yeah,
being
they
no
didn't have
time
time to
to
plan.
no time to properly create everything for an E3 week.
Like I said, I'm really curious to see if people like from the gaming Illuminati, like Mr. Keeley, are gonna try to pull together and make Summer Game Fest look a huge to-do.
I wouldn't be surprised if they still do something like that, but it would be more showcases of games already announced within that week span, or more smaller titles.
Yeah, E3 has already said they're coming back next year, like in a much smaller capacity, and
Yeah.
doing
Well,
exactly that.
Forget the official E3 logo, or not logo, sorry, brand. Just the idea of a week of games, week of announcements.
There has to be
presentations.
something in person. We saw what happens. Like the amount of PR in general is severely lacking without there being an in-person events.
We need boots on the ground being disappointed in crowds as they clack away on their laptops.
Especially for indie devs or anyone that's not one of these major publishers, it is very struggling in a time where they had nobody to like have events at.
Those Xbox indie showcases that lasted only 2 minutes helped a lot of indie games just get their name out there, even if it didn't show much.
No, but they're all like thrown together. It really, compared to in-person events, it's not nearly as impactful.
No, I mean, it's also like, I was excited because of the next generation coming, but then also we kind of forget that the next generation for the first year or two, nothing happens. Like, nothing is happening going on. Like, most games start developed around that area, and then just around year 3 or 4, we start hearing about real video games coming out, and that's
Xbox may have a leg up there this year because isn't Halo Infinite supposed to launch this holiday alongside the console? Unless that changes, we'll find out next Thursday, I imagine.
I mean, yeah, Pop, we haven't seen anything on it. Like, it's
yeah.
Have you not seen
that's
the
why I'm
leaks?
just.
They have all these toys already made for Infinite.
The idea was to try.
You can have an entire. You're going to tell me that there hasn't been a marketing campaign that has been gone off the ground and yet still hasn't been delayed before? Remember Final Fantasy 15 had a whole event about the release date and then still changed it? Like, come on.
And the Kingdom Hearts toys, same case. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's well, that's mainly like a Square Enix problem.
Anyway, so the idea is we've seen the designs. You were saying if we've seen anything. We've seen designs. That's about it.
Of what?
Of the toys! The designs the toys are based on.
Behind a good flight was to choose the right insult, identifying the right cadence, and then trying to find what rhymed the best.
What rhymed the best? Did I hear that right?
Do you guys want to buy a non-functional flamethrower?
I'm good. Now, if you got a functional one and made from home.
I want my Elon Musk.
Just show me the TikTok that shows me how to make it.
Does the collection editions of Far Cry 6 come with the game?
Probably
I'm
not.
not seeing
I like how
it.
that's always
Oh,
a
no,
question we have to
Ultimate
ask
Edition.
now.
No, it says it right there.
Touches on my lighting, then heed every word. Take the coin.
So now that we've proven
It comes with
our
the season
sharp
pass.
tongue and
Imagine that,
wit,
dude.
I
It comes
think
with the
it's
season
time for a
pass,
bit
but not the
more
game.
relaxing activity.
That would be amazing.
Well, it's collector's edition. You don't need to collect the game. There's going to be
really have to
millions of
imagine.
copies of the game. There's only going to be a few of the collector's editions.
I feel like you guys are ignoring that there is a half dog, half bike named Chorizo here.
Yeah, they're also
Chorizo
fishing,
keyring,
so-
and it's half of like a dachshund, and then the back half is like a Tron bike.
What are you looking at? What?
I'm looking at the Far Cry 6 Collector's Edition.
I only see a little doggy.
The back half of the dog is a tire. How do you not see that?
Oh,
I see it. I see what you're talking about.
I mean, you know,
Oh, that's cute.
The dog's half
So this
bike.
is what we call one of our offering altars.
They took their
So the
inspiration from
idea
those
is that
Geico
you
commercials.
find these around the world, and you make
Do
offerings
they
to
insure
sort of
dogs? Is that the?
No, their latest Geico ads are have half man, half motorcycle.
Well, you know they do that with dogs, right? They
Insurance for your car.
they do that with dogs if their back legs go out, which is extremely common with dogs.
Oh yeah, I know.
And now
It's
you
just-
and
I
now you
don't-
can just customize them so they look cool.
Yeah, well that's really the point.
Tip
I
my
hope
dog.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, we put hydraulics in the back of your dog.
Yeah.
We could jump onto the couch easier. Oh, thank you.
And
That's really nice.
legs. Put some nitros on that bitch.
Yeah, and it's really what
It should like just if they sit
20-inch
back,
rims
other than just
with
it should
spinners.
become a couch.
I got my little Pookie underglow.
Will grow old if you're always telling
You know, I feel pretty bad because remember that time we were complaining about there being no gameplay, and now it's been nothing but, and we're just like, whatever.
No, I want gameplay so I could be disappointed in the moment.
And it also showcases like a
Yeah, no, now you have it.
facet of the world at
Yep.
the same time.
Someone pull up that Devolver digital fucking press conference take.
No, I didn't even watch it.
I
Hold on,
didn't either.
I'll fucking find it.
They are
Let
going
me.
through tough times with whatever route it's been doing to the territory, and so they're just here trying to survive and basically exploit the people.
I'm gonna go ahead and just share it to you, Austin. You can play it.
It was kind of nice to see that
Exactly.
people wasn't really necessarily upset at them for stealing, and you know,
That
after
pretty
the
much
Chad, it
will-
might be loud.
of helping them, you can give them food, give them some money,
Play it on our end of
or
it.
maybe just say, hey, good luck, on your way.
People love marketing. The more the better. The world runs on hype now. Hype! Hype and nothing else. Do you think people enjoy the games they play anymore? They don't. They enjoy the years-long cork-soaking cluster junk of teasers and trailers, first looks and reveals to consume and dissect. It's the campaign. Every teasy-poosing little
I
screenshot,
feel
every
bad, like, I
butt-munged
don't
retail
remember
leak.
the last Devolver game I
Games
liked
themselves are a side effect, a chore, really.
or even played.
People obsess over games for 2 years, and then in one sitting, they burn through it like it's a gazooking, four-parking microwave pizza.
Nobody can keep up with this. It's total mark.
Yes, it's a St. Martin's.
Here you go, chat.
You're welcome here anytime, Large Walker.
I can't disagree.
Visit us, okay?
That's not true. I wait 4 years for a game and then buy thousands of dollars worth of merchandise based on it.
And then go, yeah, I'll play it eventually.
I'll play it eventually.
That's kind of how I felt. So like yesterday, we did like a little run through on the channel of the Devolver Digital Devolver Land Expo game that came out. That was a cool little side thing that they did.
But also for fans of the series.
I don't know. I just think that like
some beloved features.
it's a bad year, man. It's a bad year all around. It's hard to be excited about a lot of things right now. There's so much fucking terrible shit happening, and it's hard to keep your head up. But at the same time, I think that it's always darkest before dawn. Not to be all cliche, but the fact of the matter remains is that we are on the cusp of the next generation push. A lot of really interesting things are going to be happening with the hardware. People, it seems like the developers and publishers are going to actively start kind of learning.
Jump through the
their
window.
lessons.
Damn it.
You guys still watching the gameplay? I just turned that off.
I know, but he was trying to get into a building and all the doors are barred, but there was an open window, so I thought he was gonna Navy SEALs jump through the window, but he just shot the lock off the door from the outside.
What a bitch.
We played a lot with puzzle solving.
But, you know,
making sure that
gotta keep everybody's heads high, you know, and just be like, hey, maybe next year we'll have a lot of really cool, interesting things happen. I mean, I'm sure now is the time where most developers are going to start really trying to develop for next gen and have
To
their
be
hands on
honest,
it.
I mean, I'm over the last few years now. I think I've shown very clearly, transparently, that I'm not interested in a lot of AAA stuff. So for this year, like, I still don't even think this year's all that bad of a year, assuming Cyberpunk does well. You know? Like,
Yeah, one game a year
There's
is
been no
alright.
noticeable change.
it's just...
You could just
I don't
have
know.
one good game a year, yeah.
That's all you need sometimes. I mean, because in between we have all the cool indie stuff or all the like
Also, we
mid-tier
live in a day and
games.
age where we
Like-
got remade. Come on, like, for all intents and purposes, coming away from it, remakes still happened and is still going to happen.
Yeah, and it's like in the top 5 games that came out
That
this
too.
year. You know, it's
It's
scooted.
just-
It's
but also-
scooted in there. You
But
know.
also we have stuff that we're
Skin of its teeth.
excited about, like Halo 3 comes out in a couple days, so we've had the Halo games, or you guys have. I'm gonna have the Halo game soon. There's been like Devolver, like the little indie games. Fall Guys is looking like it may be something super fun and different. I just don't think.
Oh my
I
god,
think
Fall Guys looks so good. I'm so.
I think looking at a lot of the lower to mid-budget games is where the excitement is at nowadays.
Hello,
So,
friends and streams.
and when you
I,
see those
yeah.
games also at the big conferences, it makes it even better.
For me, it has always been Japanese titles, so
And then there's also
it's
those
pretty
types
much
of
been
games
par of the
too,
course
so-
for me. Except that
Well,
I've
not
I've
what
had
it
to
was
sit
like,
through
you
a
know,
lot
years
more.
ago, but
Yeah,
it's been
So
a
I'm not massively
renaissance.
disappointed, honestly. I guess it's just what I'm trying to say. Like,
Though is it called a renaissance if it doesn't end? Still been going pretty strong.
I don't know.
So
How
what
can
I did.
anyone feel any sadness looking at the Fall Guys trailer?
I would
This
rather
is
look.
incredible.
I would
Did
rather
you see
look
the
back at all
pre-order
that
bonus for Fall
and
Guys?
think
Yes,
of
it
like.
is amazing.
I would rather like look back at the game's releases and think of it retroactively rather than in the moment it's disappointing, and just focus on what I'm looking forward to, which I guess now may or may not be Paper Mario. So I'll just find something else.
I
That's
guess
right.
I'm gonna
As
play
usual.
Ghosts of Sushi this month. I'll see how that is, I guess.
We're gonna get the Metroid trailer before the new Rayman. Fine.
Yeah.
Every other game I'm looking forward to is a gigantic question mark whether or not it will ever actually come out.
Yeah, there's always a Smash character to look forward to until the end of next year. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
You always have a new Smash character once every 8 months
Yeah,
to get
so-
excited about.
So we got that.
The lore of this world.
You know, worst case scenario, or like best case scenario actually would be the Xbox reveal actually has. I mean, Xbox consistently over the last couple of years has had some pretty banger third-party showings. So maybe they just are saving all of their craziness for the announcement of Series X, and we're gonna get this price drop. I think that Phil Spencer's and his team have definitely fucking got some cool shit in the pipeline for us. Whether or not it's gonna come out this year, who knows? I think that the E3 magic is probably gonna be sitting in that little presser. And it'll be the kind of same feeling that I got from PS5, where it was like, wow, this is cool, I'm excited. Like, you know, there's a lot of really cool shit that we saw. I'm very excited that the console looks really strange, but you know what? It's new. It's something I haven't seen before. I'm down.
I don't know where I'll put it yet, but
Hell yeah!
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
a giant tower.
I'm excited for it to
Glue
keep
it to my
happening.
wall.
But no, I'm even with Xbox though. I'm tempering it a little bit just because of the situation, and I don't know how they planned on presenting it to begin with. So we'll
I
see
think
what
they're
happens.
trying to. No, I have no idea what they're doing. They're just
What is
stacking
this
rocks.
rock stacking
So,
mini
like,
game?
My expectation is they'll show something of Halo, even if it's not gameplay, and I would not be surprised.
Hold
by a
B to
delay, but
validate.
hopefully
Oh,
not.
that's a mood, please.
So that's what I expect at this point. Anything else, we'll see.
Yeah, the problem is Halo needs to come out on launch
Yeah, so
It's just
It needs to
whether
come
or
out
not it's
near
going
launch.
to.
If it
No,
doesn't
it's
have to
in-
necessarily be day
No,
one.
that Halo needs to launch with a console.
Yeah, it
The
needs to be
Xbox
day one.
doesn't have anything. It
Yeah.
has to launch with Halo.
It will be
Yeah.
the only game on that console.
That's sort of like the underlying thread.
And arguably, it's the only game on it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
Anyway.
What else are they gonna
Because-
fucking launch with?
No, you're right.
Crackdown.
You're right.
Fantasy stuff.
Crackdown.
Do you know how many do you know like the
Connectimals
fucking
too.
PS5 and like Xbox Series X, like they're
Viva
really
Pinata.
banking on people just buying a PS5 for Cyberpunk. That's really what it comes down to. Is they are banking on the last generation versions running so terribly that they're gonna go ahead and just buy a new console version for Cyberpunk.
And a Spider-Man expansion.
What did PS? Okay, no, that's one of them. What else did the PlayStation 5 presentation show? Because I remember Spider-Man now.
Launching?
That it's launching with or near launch.
Nothing. I think the closest would probably be Resident Evil 8, but that's next year.
No, that doesn't count, and that'll be on Xbox too.
No, I don't think anything we saw is launching like a launch title. I think it's
So,
going to be
yeah,
the same problem that happened with PS4, where the games we're going to be getting are going to be the third-party titles that are going to be cross-generational.
Yeah, NBA 2K21.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Assassin's Creed, NBA 2K21, Cyberpunk.
So assuming
a lot of
everything-
really strong third-party outlets, but nothing first-party, except maybe Spider-Man, but that's about it.
So assuming that nothing has gone wrong with Halo's development, that's their ace up their sleeve for Xbox.
They rebuilt the engine for the drinking minigame or for 2K21, because usually when they rebuild the 2K, those 2K game engines, a lot of things get cut and then they end up not doing well. And maybe for the drinking game, it looked alright. You just press the button, right? Just like real drinking.
I've been doing it this whole stream. Haven't heard me complaining, haven't any difficulty.
I'm not invested in the 2K games outside of when they're free or part of a bundle for a good cause.
A humble
So,
bundle.
yeah.
If it's not for a bit or change, we don't care.
Which I guess I should bring up. Did you hear what they said about the NBA 2K games for next gen?
Is it that they're rebuilding it for rebuilding it on another engine?
No, they're pricing them $70 for
Taking out shoes.
Oh, right, because that made me think. Yeah, if they're doing smart delivery, that might be a repercussion of smart delivery.
But it sounds like they're doing it for PlayStation as well, and they're not.
What are they doing? Sorry?
It's $70 for the next sports games. Not
For the
60.
next NBA, I don't know if it's going to be like that across the board.
Listen, we're getting to the point where we're gonna have to start trying to eat crow, and I think that for the most part, this is gonna be the beginning of the $70 game. 100%.
Horrible phrase.
And if smart delivery becomes as mainstay as it is, I could see that happening.
Yeah. So because games, as they've gone up in price and development fees and shit like that, we did this at the beginning of I forget which is it, the 6th generation? Was that the 360 or 7?
I want to say 360 is when it went up to 60.
Yeah. So we had 2 whole generations where that happened, and
Super Nintendo games were 60.
I honestly
When with
don't think I
inflation,
minded
they were
too
like
much if it wasn't for
$7,000.
every game that is uppriced is also still trying to sell it as a games as a service. Which hopefully not every single game does that still, but there
What if
has
they
to
just
be
don't? Or what if they just don't have the content? Like, I don't want Nintendo to take advantage of that. Link's Awakening was not $60.
Yeah.
It will most certainly not be $70.
And Nintendo games don't go on sale.
Please don't. Like
They're about to all get a price bump, actually.
They're gonna re-release Wind Waker again, and then I'm gonna have to pay $70 this time.
But I also just refuse to believe that 2K isn't making enough money off $60 titles with how they monetize those games.
Oh yeah, those games. That's the other thing is the 2K games are full of microtransactions and also ads.
And because of
And
their
ads.
audience, they definitely get the whales. So it's like, it's making enough money.
If 2K ever has the audacity to show up and say some shit like, we lost money
and then
They can
have
fuck
them
off
start
because
enjoying
remember,
the
at the end of the day, they are
on
still in charge of
on
GTA
they
5.
tell you these stories that we're telling you about.
Which is
Yeah,
printing
they-
money as we speak.
GTA 5 money still prints money.
Yeah, I can't wait to pay $70 for GTA 5 again for the third
On
console
PS5
generation in a row.
For the third console. Well, no, for the
come to the end of our
PS3, PS4,
Oh, you're
PS5.
right. It
Yeah,
was
third
on
generation
PS.
in a row.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Yeah, that's where I first played
100%
it.
correct.
Good times.
Because remember, with PS4 and
y'all got it on
Xbox One, that's when they introduced, oh, you can go into first person and all that.
Anybody who wants GTA 6, don't
And the
buy GTA
editor.
5 again. You already own it. Stop. It's not how
What
supply
if
and demand
GTA 5
works.
becomes smart delivery?
Dude, at this point, make a fucking expansion for GTA 5.
It'll be
instead of
pre-installed
making
on
GTA
every next gen
They don't
console.
have to.
No, but I want more story content.
No,
They're
you
good with-
don't. Fuck you. You don't have to. You'll buy it again.
Yeah, you will.
Eat your GTA 5 slop. Don't you want to be in your RP stream?
Yeah.
No, I don't have to buy it again for that. I'll just join a server.
No, they're just gonna lock you out of the game again.
They're gonna make their own RP servers. That
You're
you
gonna
have to pay
open
for.
it. You're gonna open up your Steam and go to your library, and it's gonna say it's just gonna have a button to take you back to the store for the $10 upgrade package.
It looks like Helios, which is one of the landmarks.
Try.
So all the places we're seeing on the
Guys, I got work to do. I don't want to keep watching this. So we're gonna wrap it
and
up.
I'm real
No, we've
fucking sick of
just been using
Steven.
this to talk
So
about
Yeah.
let's wrap this
Yeah,
up.
same.
Oh no.
So
Steven, what are your thoughts, real quick?
Honestly, I shouldn't have started listening to music instead.
So Xbox is on July 23rd, and in the meantime, what's today? Sunday. Rave streaming tonight. I'll be back on Tuesday, and Keish will meet her. You all will meet her on stream. Continue Final Fantasy, and then Wednesday will be basketball. And then after we finish the basketball thing, we'll do Halo 3.
And in case of once again hurricane force winds, I will stay home all day on Wednesday.
Are you doing remake?
Yes, I've been in, yeah. My like part 3 or part 4 of this of streaming it.
As you can see from the red triangle up there, there's
Probably want to hop on board for that.
Yeah, so that'll be on Tuesday. Fable tonight, yeah, yep. Fable with Rave. So yeah. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll see you all later. Until then, play this game, I guess, and go to bed.
Which is the red circle you can see. So that player's taking